Imagine being told that your body is no longer your own, that someone else gets to decide whether you become a parent, that no matter what your situation, your health, your future, or your dreams, you don't get a say. This isn't hypothetical. It's the reality for millions of people in the U.S. today. Whether or not you would personally choose abortion, reproductive rights impact all of us, our families, our communities, and our future. As a student who's researched this topic thoroughly and cares deeply about human rights, I believe this is one of the most important conversations of our time. Today, I want to convince you that abortion must remain safe, legal, and accessible in the United States. I'll first explain why access to abortion is a basic human right. Then I'll show how restricting it causes real harm. And finally, I'll highlight the positive impact that protecting reproductive freedom has on individuals and society as a whole. Abortion is a human right. At the core of this issue is bodily autonomy. The idea that each of us have the right to make decisions about our own body. According to the Center of Reproductive Rights 2022, reproductive freedom is internationally recognized as a human right. When governments force people to carry pregnancies they do not want or cannot support, they are stripping away that freedom. Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg once said, "The decision whether or not to bear a child is central to a woman's life, her well-being, and her dignity. Without that choice, we are not free." But this just isn't about philosophy or values. This is about real-life consequences. Restrictions endanger lives. When an abortion is restricted or banned, it doesn't go away. It just becomes more dangerous. According to Guttmacher Institute 2023 states, with the most severe abortion bans have the highest maternal mortality rates. That's not a coincidence. Denying people access to reproductive care leads to unsafe abortions, delayed medical attention, and forced pregnancies that can put lives at risk. And it's not equal. People with money can travel to another state, but low-income women, young people, and those in rural communities are often trapped. Imagine being 17, alone and scared and pregnant, with no one to help and nowhere to go. That's the reality we're creating when we take away this right. But there's no other side to this. The side we don't talk about enough, the positive side. Abortion access creates better outcomes. Research from Turnaway Study and NARS 2019 followed women for years after they either received or were denied an abortion. The findings were clear. Those who had access were likely to finish school, secure employment, and raise their children in safe environments. Those who were denied were more likely to live in poverty, suffer health complications, and stay in abusive relationships. In other words, giving people the power to choose helps them build stronger, healthier lives, and that benefits all of us. Let's bring it back. Reproductive freedom is not about politics. It's not about human dignity. We've seen that it's a basic right, that restricting it causes harm, and that protecting it leads to better futures. That's why I'm asking you to take a stand. Speak up, support pro-choice policies, vote for leaders who protect reproductive rights. Donate to clinics or volunteer for advocacy groups. Here's my call to action. Don't stay silent, because silence is complacency.